What's up, GLYFE Nation, and welcome to the review of Forspoken, Square Enix's latest action-adventure title developed by Luminous Productions. A brand new original IP directed by Takeshi Aramaki, who is also known for his work on Final Fantasy XIII and XV. It follows the journey of Frey, an average New York citizen who magically portals to a new world and finds herself empowered with new magical abilities. Explore a massive open-world environment in action-adventure RPG fashion at the AAA price tag of $69.99. Forspoken is built in Luminous Engine and features visually stunning next-generation graphics. No cap, these graphics are completely off the hook like no other, but damn, they sure did put the 4090 to work. In the comments, you'll find links to benchmark videos we did so you can get an idea of how graphically demanding Forspoken really is. Personally, I would not trade a downgrade in graphics for higher FPS, but if there is anything that can be done to optimize the performance, please pull the trigger, Square Enix. I would like to note we did not experience any issues that affected gameplay like severe FPS drops or stutter. It remained stable throughout the entire playthrough. Enough with the technical stuff. Real talk, I just want to say graphically, this playthrough was game-changing. I have never in my life experienced anything like this. It was mind-blowing. This map was so big, you can't even zoom out all the way. This did affect traffic though. I felt like there could have been more NPCs on the map. I just ran into a lot of dead space, but there was still plenty to do when it comes to side quests. A solid musical production by Bear McCreary and Gary Shyman helped keep the map alive in those dead areas. One very bright spot in Forspoken is the gameplay. You have elements from all kinds of genres and titles, like stealth modes, Dark Souls boss fights, Spider-Man parkour, Grand Theft Auto 5 missions, and even MMORPG style crafting. We managed to beat the game in 18 hours played time on the hardest of the 3 modes available. The settings we used included aim assist on, spell switching slowdown none, damage received default, stamina recovery speed default, automatically use healing items off, enemy knockdown time default, automatic support spell switching off, and auto evasion off. You could turn off aim assist and tweak the damage received to make it a little bit harder, but other than that, this is as hard as it gets. Keep in mind we spent minimal time crafting, side questing, or leveling up magic abilities. You can add another 20 to 30 hours of gameplay by completing all the optional content. Frey is essentially a wizard that relies on casting spells to defeat her enemies. There is no resource to power your magic, it's all based on cooldowns. If it's up, you can cast it. As you progress through the story, you will gain more talent trees with different schools of magic. Explore the map to find items that will teach you new spells and help you level the ones you have up. Make sure to manage your evasion and parkour abilities. Using these correctly will prevent major damage and keep you out of certain death. Finally, a targeting system allows you to lock onto enemies so you can nuke them down, but if you're struggling, feel free to turn the aim assist on. It gets mad real around chapter 10, and you will begin full-on progression grinding bosses. I do wish there was a little bit more variety with NPCs and mini-boss encounters, but every bit of it was top-tier fun. The boss encounters slap. Phases, GLYFE Nation. Phases upon phases will wear your mental out and cause you to make mistakes. They get really difficult. You have to play almost perfect to beat the final encounter. We did run into a few issues with Frey getting a mind of her own due to the evade system. I also thought some of the NPCs, namely the golems, had too much health and felt a bit spongy. As a no spoiler review, I will say this about the story. It definitely has its moments, but keep in mind it's a new IP and you're not on the mega hype train about characters you already know. Frey may seem hard to relate to, but I think that's the point when you're dealing with someone who has been through as much as her. I personally enjoyed the storyline. It kept me engaged from beginning to end. Is the game worth $70? Absolutely. You're looking at close to 50 hours to 100% this title. I would not be surprised if Forspoken was on the ballot for Game of the Year. Oh yeah, and Square Enix, can you please let us go back and play the chapters we beat without having to save every single one? Thank you. And that's it for the review of Square Enix's new action-adventure RPG title, Forspoken. Peace out, GLYFE Nation.